Get ready for takeoff. Landing a plane is no easy feat, requiring thousands of hours of intense training before even seasoned pilots feel fully in control. But did you know some airports are so tough to touch down at, they send shivers down the spines of the pros? Join us as we count down the 15 most daring plane landings around the globe. Buckle up and let's kick off our journey with number 15. Princess Juliana International Airport in St. Martin, where crystal clear waters, pristine beaches, and year-round sunshine make it a tropical paradise. But its low-lying runway and screaming jet noise create a landing that's anything but relaxing for pilots. But here's a mind-blowing fact. Imagine having a runway literally at your doorstep, with planes roaring just overhead. That's what it's like for sunbathers on Maho Public Beach in St. Martin. Situated right beneath the final approach of Princess Juliana International Airport, the beach is a hotspot for thrill seekers and plane spotters, but safety experts would beg to differ. The strong winds and close calls make it a recipe for disaster. As we count down the most challenging landings, let's take off with number 14, Gisborne Airport in New Zealand, where trains and planes might just become an unlikely duo. Get ready for an aviation first. At Gisborne Airport in New Zealand, trains and planes are sharing the skies, literally. 4 runways intersect with a major train line, making it a logistical challenge that requires precision timing to avoid catastrophe. It's a testament to careful planning that no accidents have happened here so far, but one miscalculation could lead to disaster. Now let's take off and land on our countdown. We're flying into number 13, Gibraltar International Airport, where the runway is shared with a busy main road. Buckle up, folks, as we head to Gibraltar International Airport, a holiday hotspot during public holidays. But beneath its charming facade, this airport is a real nail-biter. Its unique runway, sandwiched in the city center, comes with a perilous price: steep cliffs plummeting into the Mediterranean Sea on both sides, making it a high-stakes landing strip. Pilots have to be ultra-cautious and slam on the brakes at just the right moment. It's no wonder this airport has earned its spot as one of Europe's most treacherous and caught the attention of TV shows worldwide. Next up, we're taking off to number 12, Telluride Regional Airport, where mountain majesty meets aviation might. Get ready for a real adrenaline rush as we touch down in Telluride, Colorado. This tiny U.S. airport might not scream extreme, but don't let its picturesque surroundings fool you. It's actually one of the most challenging in the country. Located 9,000 feet up and nestled on a small plateau, this highest airport in the United States is surrounded by towering mountains, with 1,000-foot cliffs on either side of the runway. Imagine trying to land your plane while battling strong mountain winds and unpredictable turbulence during winter months. It's no wonder takeoffs and landings here are a white-knuckle ride. To top it all off, the runway itself dips in the middle, making every flight a thrilling balancing act. So, if you're an experienced pilot looking for a real test of skills, Telluride Regional Airport might be just the ticket. But for everyone else, let's just say it's best to enjoy the views from afar. Buckle up, folks. We're taking off for Wellington, New Zealand, where the winds are so wild that this airport has earned itself the nickname Windy Wellington. Located near the Cook Strait, this Kiwi capital's airport is a hotspot for crazy strong gusts and turbulence, thanks to some seriously sketchy geography. Imagine trying to land your plane as the wind whips through the strait, creating a channel effect that makes even the most experienced pilots sweat. Don't worry about the beautiful views of the city. They'll have to wait until you've successfully touched down on this notoriously tricky runway. So, if you ever find yourself in Wellington, be prepared for an adventure you won't soon forget, and make sure your pilot is up for the challenge. Get ready for the ultimate test of aviation skills. We're heading to one of the most extreme locations on Earth, Antarctica's ice runway at McMurdo Station. This runway might look harmless, but trust us, it's not for the faint of heart. Situated on Ross Island's Hut Point Peninsula, it's built on volcanic rock and made from compacted snow. Sounds doable, right? Wrong. In the harsh winter months, the ice can become a treacherous obstacle course, with temperatures plummeting and blizzards making navigation near impossible. Even seasoned pilots will think twice before attempting to land here. You've got to be brave or crazy. To take on this icy challenge, let's head to one of the most exclusive airports on the planet, Paro Airport in Bhutan. You'll need more than just a pilot's license to fly into this tiny Himalayan gem, as it demands a super rare certification reserved for just 17 elite pilots worldwide. Why so challenging? The steep mountain surroundings and unpredictable winds create a high-stakes landing experience. Plus, the airport is nestled between two mountains, with a 16,000-foot peak towering above talk about a narrow runway. To top it all off, only daylight landings are allowed, adding an extra layer of complexity to this already intimidating flight. If you're up for the ultimate aviation adventure, Paro Airport might just be the place to test your skills. Let's break down what makes Paro Airport in Bhutan so uniquely daunting for pilots. First, picture this. You're flying towards an airport nestled at 7,200 feet, with towering peaks reaching as high as 18,000 feet on either side. That leaves pilots with a ridiculously short 1 to 2 kilometers to gauge their approach, compared to the usual 19 or so available at most airports. But that's not all. The plane has to make a near 45-degree angle landing due to the mountainous terrain. And just when you thought it couldn't get tougher, Bhutan's unpredictable cloud cover often means the runway only becomes visible in the last seconds before landing. To top it off, Paro Airport is one of the few airports worldwide without essential landing technologies like a standard instrument guidance system or radar assistance. With all these factors combined, it's no wonder that only 17 pilots globally are certified to take on this ultra-challenging flight. So, here's a key challenge at Paro Airport. Pilots must fly entirely by hand, using visual cues outside their window to guide them down safely. No autopilot or radar assistance, just pure skill and focus as they line up with the runway. It's clear that landing at this unique airport is not for the faint of heart. A huge thank you goes out to all our amazing viewers who help us grow. We're constantly adding new team members to bring you top-notch content. If you haven't already, be sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And now, let's take it to number 8, Wancho Oroskan Airport, home to the world's smallest commercial runway, ready for our next aviation wonder. Let's set our sights on number 8, Wancho Oroskan Airport, nestled in the Caribbean Netherlands on the stunning island of Sabah. But don't get too comfortable. This tiny gem measures only 400 meters long and sits precariously on a rocky outcrop with 3 cliff edges plummeting into Cove Bay, and steep hills closing it off from the fourth side. Landing here requires some serious skill. Pilots must make a full 180-degree turn just before touching down to get into a safe position. To keep things safe, only Winair-approved regional propeller flights are allowed to take on this challenge. We'd say that ferry ride from nearby St. Martin might be the smarter move. And now, let's gear up for number 7 Courchevel Airport, ready for another thrilling airport adventure. Buckle up, folks. We're heading to number 7 Courchevel Airport, an alpine adventure that's more heart-stopping than thrilling. Located at 2,000 meters in the French Alps, this mountain retreat is a skier's dream. But getting there, not so much. Imagine landing on a teeny-tiny 537-meter runway with an 18% downward gradient, needing to touch down at an angle just to stay safe. And don't even think about fog or low clouds. No instrument approach procedure or lighting aids here. That means landing's out of the question when visibility is low. Only small planes and helicopters are brave or crazy enough to try, and only one airline dares to service this high-risk airport. Unless you're a seasoned daredevil, we'd say skip the skiing lesson and pick a different alpine resort for your next winter escape. Get ready for a controversy-filled stop. We're taking you to number 6 MCAS Futenma, a Japanese military airport that's been sparking outrage since its construction in 1945. Built in the midst of the city of Jinoan, Okinawa, this U.S. airbase was meant to be temporary, but over 7 decades later, it remains a contentious issue. The main problem? It's smack dab in the middle of residential areas, causing non-stop noise and air pollution for locals. Despite pleas from the community to relocate, the U.S. has refused to budge. Tensions came to a head in 2004 when an American helicopter crashed into a university building due to mechanical issues, a close call that further fueled local opposition. Many believe this incident could have been avoided if the airport were situated elsewhere. To this day, the U.S. hasn't changed its stance, leaving MCAS Futenma a polarizing presence in Okinawa. Buckle up for a thrilling stop. Coming in at number 5, so we've got Tenzing Hillary Airport in Nepal, the gateway to Mount Everest for many adventurers. Located at an elevation of 2,800 meters in the picturesque Himalayan village of Lukla, this airport is a game changer for climbers aiming to reach Everest's base camp quickly. But be warned, landing here is not for the faint of heart. Surrounded by towering mountains on all sides, Lukla Airport boasts a one-of-a-kind runway with a sheer rock wall on one side and a deadly cliff drop on the other. This means pilots only get one shot to land safely, as there's no room for error or turning back once they start their approach. It's an exhilarating challenge that requires top-notch skills from the pilots and a serious dose of luck. But here's the thing, landing at Tenzing Hillary Airport is even more intense than it sounds. The tiny, 520-meter-long strip has a mind-boggling 12% gradient that's 6 times shorter and steeper than your average runway. And to make matters worse, the Himalayan weather can turn crazy in an instant, bringing sudden fog, rainstorms, or snow. This unpredictability often forces flights to turn back before they even reach Lukla, as safety comes first. Unfortunately, this treacherous combo has led to many accidents over the years. One of the most shocking incidents was Yeti Airlines Flight 103's crash in 2008. It happened when heavy fog reduced visibility, and the pilot made a fateful decision to attempt landing despite the hazardous conditions. Coming in hot at number 4, we've got Toncontín Airport in Honduras capital, Tegucigalpa. This airport might not be a household name, but it's earned its place on our list due to the sheer adrenaline rush pilots get when landing here. Surrounded by mountains and residential areas, approaching Toncontín is a white-knuckle experience. After navigating those rugged mountains, planes make an intense 45-degree turn mere minutes before touching down in the airport's bowl-shaped valley. Talk about a heart-stopper. With such a steep approach, pilots need to use more of the runway than usual, making every landing and takeoff a high-wire act. And if that wasn't enough, outdated navigation equipment, due to chronic underfunding, makes this airport a recipe for disaster. It's no wonder Toncontin's earned its reputation as a notorious accident hotspot. Coming in at number 3, we've got Cristiano Ronaldo International Airport on Portugal's stunning island of Madeira. This airport has gained popularity with tourists flocking to the islands, but landing here is no picnic for pilots. Located precariously between steep cliffs and the ocean, planes face a double whammy. Not only do they have to navigate treacherous terrain, but the unique geography also creates a wind tunnel effect that can easily throw off course even the most skilled landings. Imagine trying to steer your plane while being buffeted by powerful gusts. It's no wonder this airport has earned its notorious reputation. With such challenging conditions, we definitely advise you to pack your bags and grab the next ferry instead of flying into Cristiano Ronaldo International Airport on your next Madeira getaway. But despite the 1,972 extension that nearly doubled the runway length to 1,800 meters, completed in 1,986, Cristiano Ronaldo International Airport still has a grim history. One of its darkest days was November 19, 1977, when TAP Air Portugal Flight 425 attempted to land amidst poor weather conditions. The pilot misjudged the landing, and the plane went careening over a steep bank, smashing into a stone bridge before crashing hard onto a beach below. The impact caused the right wing to rip off, and a fire broke out on board, engulfing the aircraft in flames. Talk about a nightmare scenario. This harrowing incident is just one of many that have marred this airport's reputation, making it clear landing at Cristiano Ronaldo International Airport is no cakewalk. The aftermath of TAP Air Portugal Flight 425 was devastating. Out of 164 passengers, 131 lost their lives. In response, authorities took a bold step to prevent similar tragedies. They made advanced simulator training mandatory for pilots landing at this challenging airport. With no instrument landing system in place, spotting landmarks on approach is crucial for a safe landing. It's clear that navigating Cristiano Ronaldo International Airport isn't for the faint of heart. Now, let's hop over to Brazil and explore another tricky airport, Cangaçá Airport, where Sao Paulo's bustle meets aviation hurdles. Get ready for a jaw-dropping airport that's more nightmare than dream destination. Cangaçá Airport. Despite its millions of yearly visitors, this Brazilian airport is built to send even seasoned pilots white-knuckling with worry. Why? It's situated alarmingly close to high-rise buildings, making landing approaches a heart-stopping challenge. Things only get worse when you consider the airstrips are both shockingly short and perpetually in disrepair. We're talking notoriously slippery runways that'll put even the most skilled pilots on edge. The airport has seen its fair share of tragic incidents over the years, but none as devastating as July 17, 2007's TAM Airlines Airbus A320 crash. The plane careened off the runway, crossed a major highway, and crashed into a nearby warehouse, claiming 187 lives on board and 12 more on the ground, making it Brazil's deadliest aviation disaster in history. Weather conditions played a major role in this horrific accident, with heavy rain creating puddles and the lack of crucial grooving on the runway adding to the chaos. But wait, there's more. The troubles at Cangaçá Airport don't stop with that infamous A320 crash. The residential neighborhoods surrounding this aviation hotspot have also become hazardous zones due to numerous accidents. One incident stands out in particular. On May 3, 1963, a Cruzeiro do Sul CV-340 suffered an engine fire while trying to make a landing, with towering homes nearby. The pilots faced a nearly impossible decision, and tragically they chose wrong. The plane crashed into a house, claiming the lives of 37 out of 50 passengers on board. Considering Cangaçá's checkered past, we can confidently say this is one airport you'd be wise to avoid at all costs. Let's kick off our countdown with Narsisowak Airport in Greenland, a destination that's more about extreme weather than exotic getaways. This remote airbase has a rich history as a strategic Cold War outpost for the US, dating back to 1943. But since its handover to the Greenland Airport Administration in '88, it's become a nightmare for pilots worldwide. Even on seemingly calm days, Narsisowak's notorious landscape unleashes ferocious winds, heart-stopping turbulence, and unpredictable wind shear, making it a true test of flying skills. Buckle up, folks. This is one airport that'll put your pilot's nerves to the ultimate challenge. Narsisowak Airport in Greenland, where extreme weather meets active volcano, and pilots play a high-stakes game of chance. With its ridiculously short 600-yard runway, landing here is already a white-knuckle ride. But that's not all. The real kicker is the nearby volcano. which can unleash volcanic ash at any moment, crippling engines and reducing visibility to zero just when you need it most. It's like flying blind, with Mother Nature holding the controls. No wonder this airport has seen its fair share of major mishaps. And speaking of close calls, one infamous incident on August 1st, 2001 left us all holding our breath. An Asuka Air flight attempted a visual approach to runway 7. But would they make it in time? The fateful day of August 1st, 2001, a chilling reminder of Narsiswak Airport's treacherous reputation. Asuka Air Flight 600 took its final approach, but disaster struck when the aircraft veered off course, smashing into a hill just left of the runway path